So, guys, things are getting heated in the African National Congress.
We're going to take a look at the current political landscape as you see it in a few minutes. But Jacob Zuma tactic of starting a new party, but wanting to stay in the ANC, which is, I know you can have one wife and then get another wife in certain cultures, but I'm not sure about belonging to a whole lot of different political parties. But you were the guy who actually tried to defend him, to keep him as an ANC member, even while he is clearly an MK member. Explain that to me.
Well, every time I meet journalists talking to me, they always ask that question.
You got to understand, it makes no sense.
It's an interesting question. I agree.
Billions of people.
Comrade Zuma says to South Africa, I'm ANC and I will die ANC. And then people say, yeah, well, how can you say that when you are in another party? And the way I explain it and the way I understand it myself as his representative in the DC processes in the ANC is that I throw it back to me to say, I'm ANC myself and I will die ANC.
But you don't have another political party. You are different from Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma has formed another political party, Umkhonto weSizwe, and the same political party that has hammered the support of the ANC in the past elections. So you cannot compare the situation of Jacob Zuma with yourself. Like, I don't understand why Toni Yengeni always does this whenever he does the interviews, especially when they talk about this matter of Jacob Zuma. He always tries to say, like, just like me, no, you are totally different from Jacob Zuma.
Okay. Which by that I mean, I've been in the ANC now for maybe 50 years of my whole life, a full member of the ANC. I've been in the NEC of the ANC for, of that 50 years, 30 years of my life was a member of the NEC of the ANC. So there is no way that you can take the ANC out of my system, out of my life. It's there. I will die with ANC. I think that's what it means, that even this thing of saying that he's expelled from the ANC, he has said it publicly that he's going to deal with that thing, he's going to appeal, because he refuses to accept that the ANC belongs to some people and not to others. And he has said also publicly that actually the people who are usurping the leadership of the ANC are new people. Homa Fikile, they don't know the ANC the way he does. They've not sacrificed as much as he has done for the ANC, as he has done for the ANC. So it's not an either or issue. Try as you may, as you might, you're not going to take the ANC out of Zuma.
But do you not see the...
But it doesn't make any sense. Of course, you cannot take the ANC out of Jacob Zuma, but Jacob Zuma took himself out of the ANC. This is something that Toni Yengeni is failing to basically understand, that you cannot take the ANC out of Jacob Zuma because Jacob Zuma has been the member of the ANC for the longest of times. But at the same time, you have to acknowledge that Jacob Zuma has formed another political party, and by doing so, he basically took himself out of the ANC. So, guys, it seems like the ANC is not happy about Toni Yengeni. We know that Toni Yengeni was the representative of Jacob Zuma during the disciplinary hearing. And I think the likes of Fikile, Mbalula and Cyril Ramaphosa do not appreciate the fact that Toni Yengeni still benefits from the ANC as the member of the NEC, but at the same time, he decided to be the representative of a guy who decided to form his own political party, and the same political party that has hammered the support of the ANC in the previous elections. So there is a video that is basically doing the rounds of Fikile Mbalula, the Secretary General of the ANC, saying that Toni Yengeni is going to be charged because Toni Yengeni, as the representative of Jacob Zuma, after Jacob Zuma was expelled by the ANC, Toni Yengeni did, I don't know how many interviews that he did he basically thrashed the ANC. He basically thrashed how the ANC dealt with the matter of Jacob Zuma. We understand and we all remember that Toni Yengeni is one person who was actually pushing for the disciplinary hearing of Jacob Zuma to be held in person. And because the ANC is naive, they almost fell into the idea of having the in-person disciplinary hearing with Jacob Zuma, because Toni Yengeni would actually go on the mainstream media to say that, but Jacob Zuma has been the member of the ANC for the longest of time, so why are these people so reluctant to meet Jacob Zuma face to face, to look him in the eye, to actually say that, comrade, we do not appreciate what you did. So Toni Yengeni pushed for Jacob Zuma to have that in-person disciplinary hearing with the ANC, and the ANC almost fell for that. And if it wasn't for the media, and if it wasn't for people like us, yes guys, I'm taking the credit, if it wasn't for people like us, the ANC would have had that in-person disciplinary hearing with Jacob Zuma, and that would have been a catastrophe. That would have been a catastrophe, because I remember when the ANC said, okay, it's fine, let's meet Jacob Zuma, I came to the platform and I said, how can the ANC basically agree to meet Jacob Zuma live? Because if they meet Jacob Zuma in person, do you know what Jacob Zuma is going to do after that? Jacob Zuma is going to campaign after Luthuli House. And this is something that the ANC is not going to recover from. And many people came out to say that the ANC must not do that mistake of actually having this meeting with Jacob Zuma in person, because wherever Jacob Zuma goes, the supporters of the MK party goes. I remember even on social media, some of the supporters of the MK party, they were saying that if the ANC calls Jacob Zuma to Luthuli House, then we are going to Luthuli House, because we don't know what we don't know what the ANC of Ramaphosa is going to do to Jacob Zuma. So we are going to Luthuli House. And this was the plan all along, to actually have a rally of the MK party outside of the ANC, and the ANC almost fell into that idea of meeting Jacob Zuma in person, and on the last minute they cancelled that and they said, oh, no, we are going to do this digitally. So Toni Yengeni, I don't think that the likes of Fikile Mbalula, I don't think that the likes of Cyril Ramaphosa actually forgave him, because it looked like Toni Yengeni was more loyal to Jacob Zuma instead of being loyal to the ANC, because I can just imagine these people sitting there to saying that, guys, we are disciplining this guy who has just started a political party that has just stolen 15% of our support. And at the same time, you have this guy in the NEC, the same guy that has been paid by the ANC. He's in the NEC, he's getting all the benefits and all the perks by the ANC, and he's going to represent a guy who has just started his own political party, and the same political party that has taken a huge support of the ANC. So I don't think that the likes of Fikile Mbalula, the likes of Ramaphosa, and the whole administration, I don't think that they forgave Toni Yengeni. I think that when they see Toni Yengeni, they see someone who was more loyal to Jacob Zuma instead of being loyal to the ANC.
This, as you were saying, the self-correction, the problem within, is exactly this devotion to the past. As opposed to the new people coming in, right? The new people coming in is going to happen. That we can't be God to that one, right? You're going to get retirement, death, etc. People are going to move on, and if the organization is to last, I mean, the organization is 112 years old, 113 nearly. In that time, it changed. Why is it problematic that people are coming in there wanting to change it?
No, that's not the issue really, new people coming in. But new people coming in must respect the traditions of the organization. Okay? in our own communities, in our own families, we are taught that those who come before us, we should respect them and learn from them. But the issue here for me is that the way they treat people, it's not right. Having been the representative of President Zuma in the DC, we raised the issue, for example, of a physical meeting where President Zuma will be called in by the ANC and the DC will come into the meeting and the process will start. So we made that request that there must be a physical DC process where Zuma can look at his accusers in the eye and say, but what is this? What are you talking about? So that they can discuss it amicably amongst them as comrades. No, the meeting must be virtual.
And Toni Yengeni must understand why the ANC opted for the meeting to be virtual. You have to understand why the ANC has opted for the meetings to be virtual. But again, Toni Yengeni is trying to, I don't know why he's trying to play ignorant with something that it was so clear. I don't know why he's trying to play ignorant. Because you have to understand that disciplinary chaos between Jacob Zuma and the ANC, it happened in the midst of the elections. It happened in the midst of the elections. And people like Fikile Mbalula, they were talking non-stop about the MK party, basically giving the MK party the PR worth millions for free. They were talking non-stop about this. But again, all of us understand why the meeting could not be held in person, because Jacob Zuma was going to campaign outside of Luthuli House. It is clear as day. So today, Fikile Mbalula had a press conference. You know that the ANC will be celebrating 113 on January the 8th. So Fikile Mbalula and the other members of the ANC, they are doing the rounds. This time around, they will be in Cape Town. So Fikile Mbalula was speaking with the press about how everything is going to run out on the 8th of January. But he also touched on the matter of Toni Yengeni, and he said that Toni Yengeni is going to be charged. He said that Toni Yengeni is going to be disciplined. And I guess it's because of all of these things that Toni Yengeni has been saying about the ANC ever since the ANC has decided to discipline Jacob Zuma. So I guess the ANC is sick and tired of Toni Yengeni. They are saying that, no, Toni Yengeni, if you want to go and join the MK party, you can go and join the MK party, but we are not going to allow you to go on the media tour discrediting the ANC, talking bad about the ANC and thrashing the name of the ANC. So Toni Yengeni, this time around, I think in 2025, the ANC is going to expel Toni Yengeni. And when someone like Fikile Mbalula, when he says some of this stuff, you have to believe him. You know, Fikile Mbalula, we can laugh at Fikile Mbalula, we can say everything that we want to say about Fikile Mbalula, but one thing about Fikile Mbalula is that Fikile Mbalula never lies. You remember? He's the same person who said that Jacob Zuma is going to be expelled from the ANC, and people laughed at Fikile Mbalula to say that, who the hell do you think you are? Why do you think that you can expel Jacob Zuma from the ANC? And now, as we speak, Jacob Zuma is no longer the member of the ANC, and now Fikile Mbalula is saying that Toni Yengeni and Obed Bapela, they will have to be charged because of the things that they have been saying about the ANC. This is the clip that is basically doing the rounds.
Toni Yengeni is nothing else but a political Casanova. And he is spewing vagrant political views and views that are embraced by a few malcontents who are opposed to the ANC. He will be charged. I've informed him through an SMS. I called him. We will charge him. We'll bring him before the disciplinary processes of the ANC.
But guys, if you were in the shoes of Fikile Mbalula, what would you do with the situation of Toni Yengeni? I mean, like, you look at the number of the interviews that Toni Yengeni has basically done after Jacob Zuma was expelled by the ANC, if you were in the shoes of Fikile Mbalula or Cyril Ramaphosa, what would you do about this matter of Toni Yengeni?
We'll bring him before the disciplinary processes of the ANC so that he explain himself in terms of his membership of the ANC. Not this statement, many other statements he has made. We will charge him and bring him before the disciplinary committee of the African National Congress. And that's what is going to happen. The discipline in the ANC is important. I've seen other people on Twitter every day when they have taken something 2 a.m., leaders of the ANC tweeting things that bring the ANC into disrepute. They too will be attended very soon. They will be attended very soon. There's nothing wrong about raising views and raising ideas, but to attack the organization, cast aspersions on the leadership of the ANC will not be tolerated. They will be brought to book, they will be brought to discipline. We will discipline them. And we are aware that some provinces have decided to ignore ill discipline as provincial leaderships of the ANC. And it falls on the national leadership to basically bring people who bring the organization into disrepute to order. Toni Yengeni, Obed Bapela will be charged this year by the ANC disciplinary hearing. And others who are almost drunk, early hours tweeting, and all of that, they too will be attended very soon. They will be attended very soon. The time to talk and not discipline people who bring the organization into disrepute are over. And I'm saying it deliberately that Toni Yengeni is a political Casanova and an ill-disciplined member of the ANC. He's very ill-disciplined. He always tweet, support everything about Umkhonto Wesizwe. He thinks he's a...
Exactly. This is how these people are feeling. They feel like Toni Yengeni simply wants to go into Umkhonto Wesizwe party. He has more loyalty towards Umkhonto Wesizwe party instead of the ANC. This is what the ANC is basically mad about. The fact that they have this guy in the ANC that has shown more loyalty to the MK party instead of the African National Congress.
A law unto himself. We will never allow that. Casanovas and their place will be brought to book. And that is what it is. And if you want the deepest meaning of Casanova, consult Oxford Dictionary.
You know, man, the ANC disciplinary hearing, man, it actually works. Unfortunately, it is only used for political purposes. You know, if the ANC was basically serious about renewing itself, many people would have been expelled from the ANC as we speak. Many people would have been expelled from the ANC. There are a lot of people who has put the name of the ANC into disrepute. But it looks like in the ANC, if you are a friend of Fikile Mbalula, or if you are, if you don't have anything against Cyril Ramaphosa, it doesn't matter basically what you do. You are going to get out scot-free. But if you are against Fikile Mbalula or you are against Cyril Ramaphosa, it looks like this is basically what they use to discipline people. But if the ANC was just impartial and just disciplining the people that are putting the name of the party into disrepute, I think they would have started with the president, and after starting with the president, they would go to the deputy president, they would go to Nomvula Mokonyane and down the list. And this is how the ANC would basically renew itself. But they are only doing this to the people that they have political differences with. They are not doing this to the people that are basically putting the name of the party into disrepute. This is why this whole disciplinary hearing thing sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it doesn't make sense because there are a lot of people inside the ANC that are accused of a lot of things. There's a lot of cadres of the ANC that are accused of crime and all sorts of things, but these people are not put through the disciplinary hearing. But some of the people that are only saying things on social media or on the interviews, they are going through the disciplinary hearing. So it is just unfortunate that this is how the ANC does these things. This is how the ANC conducts its business. If only they were impartial, I swear many people would have been out of the ANC, because right now, if you look at the ANC, I think like, I don't know, as a whole, I think like 80% of the people inside the ANC, I think 80% of the people inside the ANC, they are dirty. The only clean ones are these ones that are the foot soldiers of the ANC. These foot soldiers that have not gotten to the money, but everyone who has gotten to the money, from the municipalities, from the councillors, I would bet that most of them, they are basically dead. That's why it is going to be hard for the ANC to basically renew itself. That's why this whole renewal process is going to be very difficult, because the whole party is rotten, basically. The whole party is rotten.
About it. People feel forgotten. Yes, people feel forgotten. People feel forgotten. And that's why we have come to the Western Cape in Khayelitsha. We've got nothing to prove to anybody. To go to stadiums, fill them up. We've got everything to prove to our people. And people here in Khayelitsha, as we talked to them in the churches yesterday, we talked to them in the streets, they are very much happy. And they tell us their stories. They don't have land. They don't have houses. They don't have ablution facilities. They are regarded as refugees here in the Western Cape. They are in fact described as refugees.
But this whole thing of the people of Khayelitsha in the Western Cape, like there is no way that the ANC is going to solve that problem. And that's why even the DA itself is struggling to deal with that issue, because you look at Western Cape, you look at Johannesburg, you look at Durban. These are places that they will always have people coming into that. That's why you'll see in Khayelitsha, you'll see many people from the Eastern Cape. They would move from the Eastern Cape and they will just squeeze themselves into Khayelitsha. That's why you would see many people from the Free State, from the Northwest, they would go to Johannesburg and they would just squeeze themselves in Johannesburg. So it is disingenuous to basically tell these people that we are going to get to a place where we get you guys the houses. We are going to get to the place where we get you proper infrastructure. It is impossible, because year in, year out, people are just migrating to these places. Year in, year out, people are just migrating to these places, but the political parties are not being honest with the people. The political parties are not being honest with the people of this country, because if they were honest with the people of this country, we would understand why places like those ones are always filled the way they are. I mean, like, if you look at where we live, I live in the Free State, you would hardly see the situation like that situation of Khayelitsha. You would hardly see the situation like that situation of what is this place? What is this place in Alexandra? You would hardly see that situation, because not many people are migrating to the Free State. The people in the Free State are going out. They go to Durban, they go to Johannesburg, they go to Western Cape. So we do not experience what those big cities basically are experiencing. We do not experience what those people are experiencing. But politicians are not being honest. So and they will go there to the Western Cape to promise the people, to say that, no, we understand that you guys are feeling neglected by the DA, but we as the ANC, we are going to fix that issue. It is a lie. They are not going to fix that issue. They are not going to fix that issue. They have failed to fix that issue in the provinces that they run themselves. The ANC has failed to deal with that issue in Johannesburg. They have failed to deal with that issue in Gauteng. What actually makes people think that the ANC can deal with that issue in the Western Cape? This is nothing but a lie that they are going to push out, that okay, this is what we are going to do for you guys. But I guess we will see. We will see. The lies are going to come out. The lies are going to come out. I've already seen the deputy president of the ANC. Who's this guy? The deputy president of the ANC. The guy is so like you cannot remember him, man. It's what is the deputy president of the ANC? Mashatile. Yeah, Mashatile was already saying the same things that I'm talking about right now. As I'm speaking, Mashatile was already saying all of these things that, yeah, this is what we are going to do. The people are feeling neglected. Nah, man, the ANC, you cannot tell me that you can fix the situation of Western Cape when you have failed to deal with the situation of the provinces that you are basically running. It is a lie. It is a lie. I just wish the people can stop falling into these lies of the ANC. I honestly wish that the people can stop falling into the lies of the ANC. So, guys, I guess we are going to see what the ANC is going to do with that issue of Toni Yengeni. I've said it for the long. I've said it like it was long overdue. It was long overdue. I don't know why the ANC dragged their feet when it comes to Toni Yengeni. It was long overdue. After the ANC has gotten rid of Jacob Zuma, Toni Yengeni has been on a rant speaking about how bad the ANC has handled the matter of the ANC, tweeting and trying to make himself a revolutionary hero on social media. The ANC dragged their feet to deal with Toni Yengeni. I must say, they really dragged their feet to deal with Toni Yengeni. Or maybe as comrades, they were speaking with him behind the scenes to say that, Toni Yengeni, what the hell are you doing? Maybe they were speaking with him behind the scenes to say that, Toni Yengeni, man, what the hell are you doing, man? You are supposed to be loyal to the ANC. Understand that Jacob Zuma started his own political party. He started that political party, Umkhonto Wesizwe. He's lying to say that, no, I started Umkhonto Wesizwe party because I want to save the ANC. No, he doesn't want to save the ANC. He wants to go back to the presidency through Umkhonto Wesizwe party. This is the reason why. After they got 15%, they said that no, the results were rigged. Umkhonto Wesizwe party got the 2/3 majority. IEC is corrupt. IEC denied Umkhonto Wesizwe its presidency. Is because this is basically what he has done. So if I was in the feet of Jacob Zuma or in the feet of Fikile Mbalula or the top brass of the ANC, I would have also suggested that we got rid of Toni Yengeni. I would have done the same thing. So on this one, I do not blame the ANC one bit. I am 100% behind the ANC. If you want to be a cadre of Umkhonto Wesizwe party, you can go and be the cadre of Umkhonto Wesizwe party. You remember Jacob Zuma and Floyd Shivambu, they say that no, the MK party allows the dual membership, but at the same time, they think other political parties are going to listen to what they are saying, to that dual membership of theirs. So other political parties are saying, no, you cannot be the member of the MK party and also be the member of the ANC. So now Jacob Zuma says that, no, how can these people get rid of me? There's no way that these people can get rid of me. For some reason, he wanted the ANC to ignore all of its rules for him and to say nothing about the fact that he has started Umkhonto Wesizwe party that has competed directly with the ANC. I mean, like, if you think about it, the ANC in these elections, they needed Jacob Zuma more than anything. They needed Jacob Zuma because it was already clear that the ANC is going to lose a lot of support. It was very clear. It was very clear. So when Jacob Zuma came out to say that I am not going to campaign for the ANC, I am going to campaign for this new political party that is called Umkhonto Wesizwe, it was a huge stab in the back for the ANC. Because even if Jacob Zuma was still campaigning for the ANC was still going to lose support. Like, that one was clear as day. The ANC was still going to lose support. So Jacob Zuma saying that he's going to campaign for another political party, it was a huge stab in the back. It was a huge step in the back because Jacob Zuma understands the kind of support that he has. So he understood that if I say that I'm going to campaign for another political party, the ANC, whether they like it or not, they are going to suffer big. They are going to suffer big. And after doing that to the ANC and to expect the ANC not to do anything about it, man, it was simply ridiculous. It was simply ridiculous. So I guess this is the last year of Toni Yengeni inside the ANC because it seems like Fikile Mbalula, the way Fikile Mbalula speaks, it sounds like the ANC is already done. It sounds like the ANC is already done. They are just going to do the processes so that Toni Yengeni can be out of the ANC. Anyway, guys, please tell me what you think on the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part, subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.